I've decided to take my best friend Josh on a journey around the country to help him quit smoking. He's seen a laser acupuncture specialist, tested his response to stress with a helicopter ride, been hypnotized, and now we're traveling north to his best friend's house to test his response, his resolve, and his control under the influence of alcohol.
You've never seen my hometown, have you?
Nope. Are you nervous about the party?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, don't.
Do you think I need to get drunk with you?
Absolutely.
Whoa! Sorry guys, I didn't see that hill coming. Oh, very rainy outside, Josh. You're not going to be smoking very much today.
Yes, because that's how that works.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold, wet. Does that not? Would you not smoke less if it's cold?
No.
Really? Right. Okay, I really don't understand then. I don't know anything.
You never do, Luke.
No, I know, Joshy. Je suis arrivé. Don't mind me just parking my house.
I am impressed, mate. That is a good little bit of parking there.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, good to see you too.
I've got this. What's that? You don't want to believe me otherwise.
Right, should we get some booze from the car?
Yeah. One of the guys doing it is using LSD to cook.
Hello. So, we got here about half an hour ago, and Josh has just done a big speech to all his friends, basically saying...
No, I haven't smoked since Monday night. I'm pretty sure I'll smoke, so it's fine. It's not like he's smoking, but if I do smoke, just tell someone.
I think he's setting himself up to be disappointed in himself, which is pretty sad. I don't want him to feel like he's let me down. I don't care for me, which I know he'll feel like he has. And he was talking about having a cigar and like going, oh, I can do that. And when I said, no, you can't, he was like, you can't tell me what to do? Well, I can tell you what I don't want you to do. And if you do it, that's fine. You can break the rule, but that's sort of the point of why we're here. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I reckon he'll... I don't want to say I reckon he'll break. I reckon he'll break because he reckons he'll break, and that's not a good place to start. To the Queen.
Never above, never below.
Always
equal.
I'll tell you what. 99. Are you smoking at the moment? Fuck. So the therapist today, the hypnotherapist, was like, right, what do you think's going to trigger you later? And I said, booze and James Cumbers. I say that I am not smoking, and then I come up here and I give a shit.
As the only other smoker at the party, James Cumbers was going to be my last hope to try and understand why Josh smokes, and also to try and test the effectiveness of the treatments.
So you're the only guy who smokes here?
I am the only person to smoke.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I'm torn between wanting you to try and break Josh and not. Like, I don't want to interfere. Like, I want to be one of those nature documentaries where, like, you don't save the penguin if it's dying.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I'm going to.
You're going to, right? Because I mean, this is the thing: is I want in life he will have people offering him cigarettes.
Yeah.
He had a thing just now where he dropped his vape, right, and it was underneath my chair, and he grabbed my chair by the leg and shoved it out the way.
Really?
Like this, like. Force took over him and was like, "Rrr!" And he admitted it. He was like, I'm getting really touchy. I'm sorry. Like, oh
my god.
And I was like, whoa.
What?
Blood, yeah. Like, I was standing in between him and his nicotine, and I was the barrier, and he just went, bah! Not literally, but you know.
Well, I think it's kind of like with me and Josh. Like whenever we see each other, we always have such a good time.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of like is almost like a barrier in a way. We always catch up over a cigarette, and it's that link there, isn't it? That's so hard to break. It's not ever really about the cigarette. It's all like it's what's associated with it. And like I've tried to quit like numerous times. I've actually got a vape in my jacket tonight, but yeah, It's bad. We shouldn't have started like either of us,
Yeah.
but you know, peer pressure and all that, and you know, I started in Ibiza actually, and I said to everyone when I was out there, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have a couple of smokes out here. It's not gonna be serious. And as soon as I got back to the UK, the first thing I did was went into the nearest newsagents and bought a packet of 20 Marlboros. And I've been smoking for like 10 years. So it's really hard to break.
Why don't you have a soft close toilet in the back?
It's holding out well.
You can do it.
Oh, I broke it. Shit.
It was that intense.
Oh no, I literally just snapped. Well, that's dead.
Oh, you're gonna really need one now.
Now it's fast. Now it's gonna work. You're gonna have to dig deep.
No, I can feel myself panicking. It's horrible.
Oh, we are assholes.
To be fair, James has gone, and James rolled earlier, and that was so hard not smoking when James was rolling. No, I can see it's there. That yellow cable is an Android charger.
Oh, so you're an addict?
Do you know what? How fucking lovely is it that I've got a bunch of 20-year-old somethings in a room that care about me not smoking? That's adorable.
Do you know what? How much would you make me suffer? If it was the
Make
other
you
way
suffer
around,
what?
what would you do?
Would I let you smoke?
You said I couldn't ride my motorbike, so to speak.
If you had a kid, I'd tell you to sell your motorbike and buy it.
Josh, you're being stupid.
Oh yeah.
But in the latter, if you said, can you come round on Friday night and say Jay can't ride his motorbike?
My first name is after
Would it not be?
But your motorbike could kill you in the same way that a car can, right?
But what you do could kill you.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Eventually, definitely. Yeah.
So
This goes back to what we were saying before.
If you're having a kid, I'd ask you to stop riding a bike. Yeah.
why does it take? I know kids are kids, but surely before the fact that you should already think that is important.
Well, I obviously don't.
Why would you do anything that makes you live less? I just don't get when you think this literally gives me nothing. It costs me money. It's making me unwell, or could eventually make me unwell. It makes me smell.
That's the same as
Like,
Luke. That's the
you just
same as
tally
that,
up
that's
the
what
negatives.
Luke's. That's what
It's
Luke's
like-
been really struggling with
it's
this
like-
because he can't
And
understand the need for
and
it.
Not to get philosophical, but life is so precious. Why would you do anything that makes you live a less amount of time? Like, I understand that you've got to overcome the addiction. You've got to get rid of that. And I don't know what battle you're going through to get past that.
Because at
but
the time you want to, and you want to have that cigarette. You want to have a cigarette. You want to have that release. You want to have that release from stress. And now it's so hard, and all I want to do is not smoke, and I can't because I've already passed that point. And so like that's what I try and say to him is that like, you know, I wish I hadn't. I wish I hadn't. It's a stupid reason. It's to impress a girl. It's to do this. It's to do that, the other, and it is ridiculous.
But at the end of the day, it's your own choice. No one can force you to do it. It's down to you. Do whatever you do. I might be talking shit, but it's up to you. End of the day, no one can force you to do what you want to do. At the end of the day, it's down to you. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, fucking hell, man. Fuckers, the lot of you.
But genuinely, like, do what you want to do. It's your choice.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I love you.
Love you too.
I don't know who this guy is.
He really doesn't. He never has.
I'll be serious.
Right, what's happened? What's happened?
I had an e-cigarette
Yes.
that was getting me through the night. and it broke.
Yes, I heard. Yeah.
And it made me really want a cigarette.
Yeah.
And then Jay, who is the most surprising person ever, just put it into perspective.
Yeah.
And I don't want a cigarette now. I can't. Not after that.
Good. I think we might have fixed it. At least for one night. And it's like one night, every day is a day. And if you get through each day, then you're through all the days, aren't you? Yeah, good. That's my deep thought for the evening. What fascinates me is I've been trying to get Josh to stop smoking for 5 or 6 years. And I don't think I've had a single night where he's convinced me. And you've done it in one night, and I don't understand how you've done it, but well done.
No, do you know what you are? You are a true friend that has tried to... You're going to find something that is deeply exciting.
Yeah.
Or you find your own thing. I found my own thing. I love motorbikes. I love the speed of a motorbike. I love the smell of petrol. It's just my own thing. But yes, it will kill me if I go too fast and it hits something too hard.
It's not definitive though. Yeah.
There's every day you can find something in your life. You can get out of bed the wrong way, you'll trip over something and you'll die. You could hit the socket, you could hit this, you could hit that. You could trip over a cat, you could hit the headboard.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, everyone finds something that is their excitement.
What is it worth to you? What is life worth? Are you willing to trade it all for that one moment of ecstasy?
That's it. Is the ecstasy of a cigarette worth your life?
Is it worth it? A thrill? A bike? A cigarette? What are you willing to trade it for? Country?
Country?
Yeah.
That's
pride.
Can I put my hand up? Honestly now, I'd trade everything to be in this room with you lot at this
Exactly.
moment in time.
Oh.
There's any moment that you would trade...
So when it really comes down to it, what are you willing to trade? You tell me, Josh.
Leon.
You're here with this cigarette. You know, it's what is your life worth?
I think it's
What are you willing to sacrifice?
recently it's been hard, especially considering, you know, I get signed off from work with, you know, depression. I don't value my own life, and I'm working on that, and trying to get into a place where I am better mentally and appreciate things more. But I'm struggling with that, and it changes all the time. Every day it's different. But the only thing I can say with absolute certainty is, like, right now, in this moment, what I'm feeling right now is that I called Luke up and said, I'm shooting this documentary, it's about me quitting smoking. One of the tests, one of the triggers is gonna be me drinking, and there's this many people sat around the fucking table.
For you.
Exactly. And still here, and still going, whatever time it is right now. And that's crazy. Sometimes you have to be reminded about the amount of people that care about you to actually give a shit about yourself.
Hello, Joshy.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sadder now. My tea's run out, and I didn't think to fill it up.
Have you replaced
I'm
your
good.
smoking with tea?
Yes, lots of tea and coffee.
Okay, so the main thing I need to know is, it's been a week.
Yes.
Have you smoked?
Yes, of course I
Oh, of course you have. Okay, well tell me why, and tell me when, and tell me how you feel about it.
I smoked on a night out.
Mm-hmm.
I was with a big group of smokers, so not just, you know, like James at Luke's house. There was kind of just James and one other person that was smoking. It was a big group of smokers, and I think I wanted to smoke.
Right.
I really didn't want to smoke at Luke's party, and I think a lot of what was done really depends on wanting to not smoke, really wanting to quit and give up. And James was very much like, come on, mate, come for a cigarette. This is silly. We haven't caught up in ages. Let's go for a cigarette and catch up, sort of thing. Because that's like how me and James just, catch up and do that sort of thing. But outside of that, day-to-day life, stress situations, and there's been a few in the past week. I know it's only been a week, but it's been pretty stressful. I absolutely haven't felt even the slightest twinge of wanting to smoke.
So that sounds to me, and I don't know whether this is true, but it sounds to me like we may have been successful in breaking your addiction to smoking, but that you just like smoking sometimes.
Yes, absolutely. And that's one thing. Like the biggest thing I got from Dr. Chris was his positivity, his belief that I could do it, and it was the fact that I was trying to do something. But my point of saying someone has cured me wouldn't be that I don't smoke when I've had a drink, because the whole point of it is to remap my brain. And as soon as I have alcohol, I'm remapping my brain again. Like, I'm not functioning. Does that make sense? Like,
yes.
As real me. And I'm able to hold off till the 5th, 6th, 7th pint. Until then, when I'm that drunk, I might sleep with someone I don't want to sleep with. I do things that aren't an addiction at that point that I would never normally do, that I'm not addicted to. I'd make stupid choices that aren't an addiction when I'm that drunk. So to then not smoke is just impossible.
So in your normal, sober, right-minded life, you feel like your addiction has gone?
Absolutely gone. I really don't need one at all. Or my vape, or patches, or gum, or anything like that.
The last thing I wanted to ask about was, at the end of you haven't seen the documentary yet. I've been editing it all week. And at the end of the documentary, you say, sometimes you have to realize how many people care about you in order to care about yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. How drunk was I?
Probably very drunk, yeah. What I felt I got from that was a realization that a big part of why you do this to yourself is because sometimes you struggle to care for yourself and struggle to love yourself. And that you realized, being around all these people, that so many people love you. And so maybe, even if it's just for them, you should love yourself and look after yourself because they care about you.
Yeah, it's hard to ignore it when everyone's just going,
we love you.
Stop we love yourself. You. We care. Stop smoking. Like, just fucking do it, Josh. You absolute twasic.
Am I ending the documentary on that line?
Probably not. Probably won't get signed off.
I think we should. I think we should. That's the final message. That's the final message from Josh.